Hello, beautiful one. Thank you for your active participation in our last discussion on linear equations. We are kicking it off with quadratics. Today is the first class, so ensure to participate actively. Now, when you talk about quadratics, what does that mean to you? It means a mathematical statement that is of this form. This is the first form. You can also have it in this form. This is the standard when this is equal to 0. Now, this first one is what we call quadratic expression because there is no equal sign. And when there is equal sign, we call it quadratic equation, provided that this coefficient of x squared, which is a, is not equal to 0. Now, I'm going to teach you how to make use of your factoring method. Remember, we are going to start with expression first. If you look at what you have here, you see that there is no equal sign in the question. So we are beginning with expressions, then we get to equation. And I'm going to teach you how to do this using the factoring method. Now, wait a minute. What do we mean by factoring or factors? Let's look at it this way. When you have a number 6, you know, numbers that can divide 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. And these numbers that can divide 6 without remainder are what we call the factors of 6. In other ways, we can say that 6 is the same as 2 multiplied by 3, is also the same as 1 multiplied by 6. You see that when you multiply these two numbers, it gives you 6. And when you multiply this, it gives you 6. So it means that 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. It also means that 1 and 6 are the factors of 6 also. Now, when you have this question, the question says expand and simplify. You see these two brackets, they are factors. And they are factors of a particular quadratic expression. So the question wants you to get that quadratic expression that has these two as factors. Don't worry yourself, I'm going to teach you how to find such expression. And to do that, we begin with solution. The first one we are given x plus 7 into x plus 6. Now, how do you expand and simplify? What you do is you're going to use this first value of x in the first bracket, use it to multiply the two values in the next bracket. Did you see? Do same here. Remember, 7 is carrying positive. This x is positive. The 7 is also positive. So you're also going to use positive 7 to multiply the two values in this bracket. That is just what you need to do. So let's do it together. We are going to have x multiplies x is going to give us x squared. X multiplies positive 6, it gives us positive 6x. Did you see? 7 multiplies x gives us positive 7x. And positive 7 multiplies positive 6, it gives us positive 42. You are done. Simplify it, okay? So it's going to give us x squared. You now see which one do you add. Students usually get it confusing at this point. You add times that are the same. This one is x squared, so it's not the same with these two. Did you see? These ones are just x without is a power. The power of this x is 1. So these two are of the same power. So you can add them together. Whereas this one is squared. So we cannot add these three that are not the same terms. To add it, we are going to bring this down because it's just on its own. So we're going to add these two. What you add is their coefficient. So you add 6 and 7 gives you 13. So we have 13x then plus 42. So this gives us an answer. Please don't do a mistake of putting a equal sign here. What you are giving is an expression. So your answer must be left as an expression. And you are not supposed to have x values. This is not an equation. We shall get the equation. And when we get there, we get the values of x. Now, having understood this, let's take the second question to have. So for the second one, we have x plus 3 is to multiply x minus 3. Repeat the same process. Use this to multiply the two values in the next bracket, okay? Now, this 3 is positive. Use it to multiply these two. Just that. So it's going to give us x multiplies x is x squared, and x multiplies this gives us negative 3x. Did you see? Do the same here. 3 multiplies this gives us positive 3x, and positive 3 is multiplying negative 3. It gives us negative 9. So collect like terms. These two are the same, okay? So we're going to have x squared. Now, negative 3 plus 3, you know, is 0. So it means there's no value at the middle, and we are left with negative 9. So this gives us our answer for the second one. Remember, we said don't put equal sign so that you don't change the format of the question. Now, we expect you to work out the third one. Let's discuss it in the comments. If this helps you, don't forget to like, share. I will see you in class 2 to tell you more. Till then, bye-bye.